a very warm welcome to the CNBC TV18 special of the Daan Utsav. This week we're celebrating the joy of giving, and in that vein we're turning the spotlight on a few corporate houses and their social responsibility initiatives. We'll begin with Godrej Consumer Products Limited, a company who has taken up arms against malaria. It has embarked on its project Embed, through which it's working on spreading awareness about the disease as well as driving behavioral changes in remote areas of Madhya Pradesh. In 2016, the Godrej Group launched the project Embed, which essentially translates into the elimination of mosquito-borne diseases in India. This project currently addresses the malaria burden in Madhya Pradesh, which is also a state with the highest malaria burden in India. At this point in time, this project reaches about 9 districts in Madhya Pradesh, and the company plans to scale this up further to reach several more states.
We are covering 1 million plus people, and 45% of the population of MP which lives in malaria-infested areas. On a scale-up, we are looking at to go to other districts or other states surrounding MP, because malaria it's a continuous problem. It doesn't respect the boundaries of state or country. So if you're going to MP, we would rather go to Chhattisgarh, we would rather go to Jharkhand.
So how do you identify the states then where you'd like to scale it up
So
to?
First let's go to how do we identify the districts. We identify districts where API is high. We identify where the primary health centers and the government programs is running well, because we do need a diagnostic and a curative support. We identify those districts where we can have a good NGO partner to implement the program. And we partner with Family Health India to take this program forward. We have local partners in all the 9 districts. That's the way we select the district and the state. Now when we go to Chhattisgarh or we go to Jharkhand or we go to any other state, we'll be looking at these parameters to build the program. Because if the state machinery is not equipped to handle the caseload of diagnosis or curative medicines, then the entire program would fail. Because Godrej as a company does not have the skill or the expertise to provide diagnostic or curative care. For that, we have to partner with the government agencies. Today, we get requests from government agencies to partner and train their public health professionals and people who work on their roles. We work on Gram Chopals. We work with other private players to train them, for them to be able to easily identify and refer the people who may be suffering from malaria.
What kind of challenges on ground have you witnessed over the last 2 years of operating in these districts?
One of the major challenges is the districts are very far. The hamlets are even farther away. For people to be able to go on a consistent basis, deliver the message, for the people to buy that message, monitor the cases of malaria is very, very important. From 2016 till date, 66% API has come down in the villages where we're working. We have found that 35% people more than before are using government health services for curative and diagnostic care. Now, these are not small numbers to achieve. This required a very consistent approach. We are present in 1,300 villages. We are present in 9 districts. We are present in 45% of the population. We are present in 1 million people. It's not an easy scale to achieve. And the reason we have been able to maintain quality is because we focus on quality right from word go, and partnerships, because we know we will not be able to do it alone.
Through its programs, Godrej Consumer Products Limited is also supporting various government initiatives including Swachh Bharat, skill development as well as rural electrification.
From our perspective, what we do is we look at 3 important criteria. Number 1, is this a big problem that needs to be solved? Number 2, as a group, can we do something different? Can we actually add meaningful impact to what we do? And then the third lens we use is that, is there some linkage with our businesses that allows us to create what we call shared value? So we actually take these 3 lenses and take a look at all the various kinds of programs that we have, and broadly the programs that we have fall into 3 different buckets. One bucket is around skilled employability, where we've taken a goal to train about 1 million youth to find gainful employment. The second is to play our part in creating a more greener India. And here we have some very specific and tangible goals in terms of carbon neutrality, zero wastage, more renewable energy, etc. And then the third part is that can we reimagine a product portfolio to actually create greener products as well as what we call good products, products that can actually cater to the bottom of the pyramid.
Now, talking specifically about the program Embed, that's also tied to a very interesting government initiative, which is the National Malaria Mission to eradicate malaria by 2030.
Yeah.
How do you see that project shaping up, considering that you're leaders in the household insecticide segment?
I think it's a very laudable initiative, and we are fully supportive of the Prime Minister and the government's efforts to eliminate malaria in India by 2030. Our steps are currently focused on one state. We are really focusing on those parts of India which are media dark, and focusing a lot in partnering with NGOs on behavior change communication and awareness campaigns. My expectation is that this program is scaling up very well. Over the next few years, we do expect to also look at other states as well to be able to start spreading the word around. But the focus is far more around behavior change communication and awareness. Along with that, the second very important part of our work is, can we create more affordable products? For example, a very important product we launched a couple of years ago was the Goodnight Fast Card, which was basically a product which could provide relief from mosquitoes for 3 to 4 hours at a cost of 1 rupee. Similar to that, over the next couple of years, I do expect that we will launch a lot of new products that will actually be very efficacious, great quality, and will be very affordable for the masses.
Do you think learnings from several of these CSR programs can be implemented on business development, innovation? Because I do understand that there is a lot of innovation happening at GCPL as we speak.
There's always an indirect impact. There is an impact in innovation, an impact on, I think, volunteering, the kind of purpose that we are building in our brands. So there are clearly lots of learnings that we bring to the table, but the focus of this is actually to drive meaningful impact in the communities that we serve. That's the primary impact, but certainly, like with any other project, there are lots of indirect benefits as well.
You are looking at 3 or 4 key areas in your CSR programs. Will you look at expanding this basket? Are you looking at more areas which do you think need attention at this point in time?
Our bias again is to really focus on a fewer set of initiatives, and in those initiatives, actually first of all enable this ecosystem. Second of all, find ways to scale up impact. And then third of all, create the mechanisms to monitor and measure impact. And so I think we already have a lot of initiatives in our plate in sustainability, in environment, in education. And I think our focus will need to remain on that. Having said that though, we are now also trying to figure out, can we reimagine our product portfolio to be able to embed some of these principles of sustainability in product development and design. So a very good example is a product we just launched a couple of weeks ago. It's a Protect powder to liquid hand wash. This product is 1/4 the price of regular hand washes. Along with that, it uses far less plastic, it consumes a lot less petrol in transportation, and it's far more sustainable. So over time, I do expect that we will continue to find opportunities for us to bring prices down, maintain very high quality, have very delightful designs, but actually create products which have a far lesser impact on the environment.
About 18.8 crore rupees was the kind of CSR spend in FY18 according to your annual report. Do you propose to maintain that level of spending? Do you expect to scale it up further over the next 2 to 3 years? What's the plan?
Our good and green spend is actually far, far more than what is the committed spend on our CSR budgets. And so our spend is not based on what the budget requirements are. It never was the case, and it'll never be the case. So for example, the CSR budget applies only to our India operations. More than half of our operations, or almost half of our operations, is actually from outside India. So all the CSR spend that we are doing in Africa, Indonesia, is in addition to this 19 crore number.
In addition to these CSR programs, the company has made sustainability a key part of their manufacturing processes and are looking at further reducing energy needs as well as carbon emissions from their plants. In Mumbai, Priya Sheth. Moving on, the National Stock Exchange is not just about booking profits. It also has several CSR activities in the spheres of education, sanitation, as well as elderly care. Lots more on the other side. Stay tuned.